Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Minnesota Vikings Draft Needs. This episode will be looking into tight ends. The Minnesota Vikings tight end group is very similar to what it was last year. The 353-man roster guys still here. Kyle Rudolph, all reliable, but could potentially be a cap casualty despite being one of the longest tenured Vikings, a favorite of the team. He has a big contract and didn't do a whole lot last year, and negotiations must have stalled a little bit. No word of a restructure of his contract as of this recording, so he could potentially be a cap casualty. The tight end too, David Morgan, the blocking expert, one of the best blocking tight ends in the NFL, and I think he's the only, strangely enough, the only guaranteed tight end to have a roster spot next year is David Morgan. And tight end 3, Tyler Conklin, a rookie last year, basically did nothing. Was pretty horrible looking in preseason and basically wasn't on the field at all in the regular season. When he wasn't much of a factor whatsoever. And also, we have tight end 4, Cole Hikatuni. If you said who, well, so did I. I have no idea who this is. Probably just a camp body. So looking at the tight end group, basically the same as last year. Kyle Rudolph could be gone due to a cap casualty, and Conklin could be replaced to get better depth there. But on paper, you're looking at this group, if you're tight ends starting at 2019, it's Rudolph, Morgan, and Conklin again. I'm fine with that. So why is this even an option for the Vikings to draft? Well, 2 other question marks on offense include wide receiver and offensive line. And a better tight end would kind of help those positions as well. So I see this position group as being a 5 out of 10. So right on that line, right in the middle, where it's not a make it or break it, it's time to get a tight end, but one could help. And this is an interesting situation where the Vikings could look at some of the top end tight end talent for Kyle Rudolph, maybe a dual tight end threat receiving duo or potential Rudolph replacement, or a later round tight end to give more competition or maybe even replace Tyler Conklin. So let's look at 5 tight end options in this draft class. Starting off, easily my favorite tight end in this class, TJ Hawkinson. It'll probably be a first round tight end, and he's been up and down this draft board, every single mock draft, holy cow. But the NFL draft report gave him a Travis Kelce comparison, holy cow. Would be a fantastic pickup. He's a fantastic blocker and very good receiver, maybe the best route runner for tight ends in this draft class. Very good, and I think he is literally Kyle Rudolph plus David Morgan. He's the best of each, all in one great package. Hawkinson is fantastic. So let's go to his running mate and other Iowa first round talent tight end, Noah Fant. He's kind of the opposite of Hawkinson. Hawkinson's a blocker. Noah Fant's the insanely athletic receiving tight end. He's the best receiving tight end in this draft class, and is a good enough blocker. He's not fantastic, but not horrible. He's probably right around Kyle Rudolph when he was a rookie level. So you're looking at a more athletic version of Rudolph, and very good. Another first round-ish talent tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's a slightly better receiver, but a worse blocking version of TJ Hawkinson, and more raw. And he's only 6'2", which I think is a little bit of a red flag. I know there's other shorter tight ends. It's just 6'2" is considered short for some of you. 6'2" for tight ends, that is fairly short. So I think that knocks him into a second roundish bubble. For me, I would rather Fant or Hawkinson if the Vikings would go for a first-round tight end, but if Smith falls in the second round and the Vikings feel he's the best available, I'm fine with that. But moving on to number 3, we're looking at Khalil Waring. He should be in the middle of the draft class, 3rd or 4th round grade I've seen, and he's similar to Smith, but he's 6'4", but a bit more raw overall. So you're looking at a little bit taller, more of an average-sized tight end, but has some more to work on with his hands, route running, and blocking ability. But still, if you want a guy that would instantly take over for Conklin and maybe even can get some decent reps, and it's a dual tight end package, and if Rudolph gets hurt, we have another solid receiving tight end, he'd be a good option there. And number 5, maybe the easiest option is Dawson Knox. He's projected to go around the 5th round, and his comparison is Kyle Rudolph. So, talk about a perfect replacement option. But he has injury history, which is definitely a pretty big red flag there. But if he starts out as a tight end 3 and doesn't get a whole lot of action, he should stay healthy for the most part. And if he can't stay healthy as a tight end 3, well, he's no Kyle Rudolph replacement if he can't stay healthy in a limited role. But nevertheless, a solid option. So, question of the day. Despite the Vikings having a solid tight end group, do you guys think the Vikings should go after one of the best tight ends in this draft class, namely Hockenson, Smith, or Fant? Both would be very good, and both could be a Rudolph replacement either this year or in a couple years if we want to cut Rudolph later or let Rudolph ride out his contract. So definitely give me your thoughts in the comment section down below, and we'll see you guys in the next Vikings video, and the next one we'll be looking at wide receivers. See you guys then.